Hello, we are here once again in Brian's sandbox, and we're going to take a look today specifically at how you can create template sections or template pages in Elementor to quickly keep your website on brand with a similar design and create new pages and edit pages and that kind of stuff. So how can you take a simple structure that you enjoy, save it for later, and use it on new pages and whatnot? So that's all about the video today. So today, to start that, we are going to just jump into one of the pages here, because that's going to be the easiest way to show you what I mean by saving sections as templates. So if I edit this in Elementor, this is our About page. And you can see we've got a number of different sections here. So we've got this first section, which is indicated by this little pink plus 6 box and X. This is a section. Here is another section down here and another section down here. And what we can do with these sections, so let's say I really like this image on the left. We've got a header, we've got a little box around some text here with an inner section. I want to save this so that I can use it on a different page of my website, because I could change this picture up. I can update the text and maybe update the link of this and that kind of stuff on a different page. So I'm going to actually right click on this 6 dots here. I'm going to hit Save as Template. And one of the key things you got to remember when you're saving sections and templates is being as descriptive of the section as possible. So I'm going to say 2-column, large picture left, header, and text with button on right. So that way, when I am looking for different sections to put in my pages, I know exactly what this one kind of looks like. Here's a kind of a testimonial section. Here's a kind of a picture on the right with a heading, and then kind of a box with subheadings for maybe core values or something. So I like this, and I'm going to save this one as well. So I'm going to save this one and say picture on right, 2-column, picture on right, header with box of 3 subheaders on left. Okay, so I've saved a couple of templates there, and here's a main call to action. So I like that as well, so I'm just going to save that, and I'm just going to call that call to action. Okay, so now it's been saved. Now I can actually go out of this page, and let's say I want to create a new page about maybe a new tournament that I'm running for Locana. So I'm going to pop in here, edit with Elementor. Alright, so the basic setups of the page, typically you're going to want to hide the title on all pages. This is just, it's a default setting by Elementor to show the title. I don't know why, but very rarely are you going to show the title on the actual page. You might create a section in here that has a header image with the title in it, but you're not going to actually show the title as it's formatted here. So we kind of have a blank canvas. We've got the header, we've got the footer below here, nothing in the middle. So I want to use that first template that I created, that image on the left, 2-column template. So I'm going to hit the folder icon. I'm going to go over to My Templates, and I'm going to look through here. Here's 2-column, large picture on the left, header. If I do forget what it looks like, I can always hit this preview, and it'll pull me into a new page to show me what it looks like. So that is the one that I want. So I'm going to hit Insert. This will override the design, layout, and other settings of the page you're working on. This, when it comes to sections, you don't necessarily have to worry about that error message or that prompt if you're trying to apply an entire page. So let's say I'm going back in here, My Templates, you'll see this type here. So if this says single post or page, you'll see that it will basically erase everything that's on the page and replace it with what you selected as a template. So you got to be careful saving your section templates and making sure when you save them, you're right-clicking on here and choosing Save as Template, and it says Save Your Section to Library. If you are somehow in this thing where it says Save Your Page to Library, that's what you don't want to you don't want to do. So, all right, so here's my section. So I'm gonna update my text here. And then I can update this link. So let's say I have like if you're low key, low budget, you'd have like a sign up genius. If you want to have a little bit more advanced, more mature process, you'd have like an events calendar ticket thing where they can buy a ticket ahead of the event to show up at the event with their pass to attend. So it's something we're actually working on right now with a client where we're setting up events calendar ticketing so that they can sell pre-sale tickets for their in-store events. So that's where you would link this here to that, and you can change the text to whatever you want it to be. You can also remember from our styling video, you can change the style of the button. So you can, if you want to change the color, maybe we want it to be like a teal, and then when we hover over it, we want the color to jump to orange. Just because those are the colors that were selected. So you can do that. You can also do, like on hover, you can make some animation options too. So you can do like wobble, you can do, see, bobs up and down. I'll just leave it at that for now. Just some fun things. So, all right, so that's our first section. Our second section, we're going to put in the 2-column picture on the left. Let's throw that in here. So here's our next section. Oh, and I wanted to change the image. So I can change this image. So I want to do this. This is actually the background image for this section. So if you see that I clicked here, there's no like image option here. It just shows a spacer. That's because the image is the background of the column. And so you can just select the column by clicking that, or you can go over here to Navigator, click on the column there, and then you go to Style, and here's our image in the background. So I can choose a different image if I'd like. So let's, I don't know, something fun. Okay, that's not exactly Lorcana, but it works, right? Okay, then this is the next section. So let's say code of ethics for tournament events. So we can put in things like this, whatever, all these different buzzwords. So you throw those in there, and then we can edit this image on the right here. Again, we have this spacer, but the image is the background of the column. So let's go into the column. Let's change that image up. Let's set it to this guy here. So that is, and then we have our kind of our new page. So then we can just hit publish, and then basically we take a look at what the page looks like. Here's the sections that we loaded. You notice how this kind of pops out from behind the image. That's actually a scroll effect. So I can look at that from here. I can look at advanced settings, and then it's under motion effects, fade in right here. So entrance animation, fade in right. So that comes in from the right. This one, I don't know if this has that as well. No, it doesn't. So yeah. So that's our page, and how you can really you want to save templates, sections, to keep your website looking similar across the different pages. And so we don't want to have a lot of disconnection between our design on different pages. So one of the things that Elementor is great at is it has blocks or pages that you can use and insert. So these are sections that you can insert into your page. But the challenge is when I throw in, let's just say I'm going to throw in this one, it adopts the style of the section that was inserted. And so it doesn't take on your styling. So like your fonts, your colors, that kind of stuff. And so it defaults to the pre-baked style that section template had in the template library. And so as you can see, this doesn't really match the rest of our page here. I can even throw in like a like here's a map with a number. So here's, I mean, it doesn't really match the way the website looks. So be careful with some of those pre-built templates. Those could end up getting some inconsistent brand issues across the website and just poor user experience. So yeah, that is how you can take and create section templates to standardize the look and feel of your website across different pages through the website. So stay tuned for more awesome, incredible, low budget films and videos on how to use Elementor to design a killer website for your business.